first week officially living on my boat, Abri. It's been a long time coming. A lot of hard work and patience, just sinking in. Big push this last week. My oldest stepdaughter's off in college in her second year, and then my 18-year-old daughter just moved out into a little guest house on the property. I just moved out of the house with my youngest daughter onto this boat and rented the house out, and it's pretty exciting. The goal is to live a slower life, more connected to the rhythms of nature, and being on a boat brings you there. Feeling the movement of the water and the tides rising and falling, just being so close to something so wild, and being more intentional with your living, noticing your waste, having to think twice about anything you bring aboard. You can't ignore the rain, you can't ignore the heat. You notice all the weather patterns, and you're not locked up in a home, isolated. It's a less expensive way to live, especially in Southern California. So I'm hoping that itself brings a relief to stress and anxiety. It's something that I've been practicing for a while. Initially, I bought my first boat about 10 years ago, and it was during a difficult time, going through a divorce, and was sleeping in the back of my truck. And I found a really good deal on a small boat, and was what we call a sneak-aboard, someone who didn't have an actual permit to live on their boat. And I had that boat about 5 years, and outgrew it when I was remarried, and it became a family of 5 with a dog, and we couldn't all fit on it. It was a 20-foot Pacific Seacraft Flicka 20, and was ready to put that up for sale because it just didn't fit. The family didn't fit into it, and that was around that time that I proposed the idea of getting a bigger boat that would fit the family, and offset those expenses by renting the house out on Airbnb. Being able to enjoy family trips to Catalina and just more time down at the harbor here. And for nearly 5 years, rented the house out on holidays and summers, and stayed down here at the boat, 5 of us and a dog, and it was really beautiful. Reinvested the rental money into the property and just kept improving that. And this week is the first time where it's becoming a full-time gig, although it's just me and my youngest daughter now, because things change. And I'm looking forward to this change, at least. I've been waiting for it. I've been on the live aboard list for 10 years. The first time was for that little boat, but realized that would be impossible with the size of the family. And so I got back on it when this boat was purchased, and 5 years later I got the call that I'm approved. So this is it, full-time living on the boat here in Oceanside Harbor. So here's the boat. Her name's Abri, which is French. It means refuge. So the main salon here. This converts into a bed if needed. The galley. This is the aft berth. This is Asila's room, my youngest daughter. The navigation station. Also a good place to do homework. This is the aft head. I removed the head itself, the toilet itself. So this is going to become probably a wet locker and shower, because there's another head here. And the V-berth, which is my room. So this is home. Wherever it takes us. I started coming down here when I was a kid, surfing here at the harbor. There's some really good beach break, some jetties, and it gets really good. And then when I was around 18, started doing outrigger, canoe paddling here in the harbor, and did some sailing classes. Got some ASA certifications from an instructor through the yacht club. And when I bought my first boat in San Diego, I brought it up here as soon as a slip became available. That was on a small boat. On the bigger boats, people will wait 10 years or more to be able to bring a boat in. There's a lot of demand for slips. I got lucky and found a boat that had a transferable slip. It's in a great spot. Got lucky again that when the liveaboard got approved, I was able to keep the boat right where it's at, and I just feel really fortunate. Oceanside Harbor is a special harbor, especially the north side where I am. It's so quiet. I got a small commercial space a couple years ago for my art studio. Just within this little space, there's good waves to surf. There's so much on the water recreation, sail races, stand-up paddling, kayaking, fishing. So much fun to be had. And I have, my own issues with anxiety and over-ambition, and I'm just looking forward to focusing my efforts into a smaller focal point, just taking care of the boat and working from here and worrying about a little bit less. Financially, it's a game changer. Cost of living is really expensive everywhere. So being able to leverage, having purchased a home and owning a home here, being able to leverage that to offset living expenses on the boat, it's gonna be really nice. This is a sweet boat. It's a 1984 Beneteau First 38, built in France. It's I think they call it a performance cruiser or a racer cruiser. So it's capable, blue water capable. Also fun for day sails, and I single-hand it. Boat's been to Catalina probably 20 times with the family, or by myself, or with friends a couple times. And I want to push it a little further, get down to Mexico soon. I've been maintaining it, doing some upgrades, learning about the boat systems and how to work on a boat myself. And there's still a lot of things I'd like to add, like a water maker and some electrical components for safety, and I have a wind vane monitor that I got to install, which will allow the boat to steer itself without using any electricity. So this is gonna be exciting. I wanted to share more of this lifestyle with people. It ties into my artwork a lot. I've already been doing some paintings of Oceanside Harbor and the places that I get to from here, mainly Catalina, and it's a good lifestyle. Something I've been drawn to my whole life. This is a dream to live on a boat, to live on the water. I grew up in a house perched on the bluff with steps down to the sand, and it wasn't because I come from a wealthy family. I just got lucky. My stepdad was a janitor, window washer, and was able to get a deal maintaining a duplex and living on one side. And so I grew up right on the water, surfing before school, after school, and I never imagined that I could get even closer to the water from there. So this feels like home. It feels like settling into a comfortable space for me. I can breathe. It really helps calm my nerves. It's not just location though. It sure helps. I'm trying to calm myself. There's been a lot of changes in my life over the last year or so. Back myself out of that and slow down, reset, pay attention to what's happening around me. Notice the more subtle things. Listen to the sounds. Feel the air on your face. Notice what people are saying, even the subtle things, but wish they had the words to say. Being able to read it on their face. And noticing little things that are needing attention. There's a lot of lessons you learn from owning a boat, sailing a boat, fixing a boat, that have a lot of application in life. A lot of lessons. Sailing itself is a metaphor for a life, at least the type of life that I want to live, and I am beginning to live. It's been a slow process. It was a big deal walking away from the house, finally committing to renting it out full time. It's a house that I bought, I think it was 11 years ago or so, and put a lot of love and work into it, turning it into something unique that I'm proud of, and I want to do the same with this boat. There's a lot of things that I want to do to it to make it feel like home, make it very capable, safe. I want to spend some time on it, go on some adventures, and have some stories to share. I paint on the boat when we're in Catalina, here at the harbor. It takes me beautiful places, and I want that reach to be expanded. I'd love to be able to soon sail the coast of Baja, painting along the way, get up into the Sea of Cortez. I've only enjoyed those from land, driving the van, it'll be great to see it from the other side of the mirror, from the sea looking in, and a different perspective of all that. More than anything, I'm really looking forward to just slowing the pace of my life down and having more time to paint. Painting has been something I've been passionate about and always imagined doing full time, and this is the closest I've been to that, and don't want to lose this opportunity. So I'm putting a lot of focus into creating pieces while I'm traveling, and I'll keep doing that from the boat as well as from land, and spending more time in the studio here. And I look forward to sharing that. This whole YouTube thing is something I have mixed feelings about. I don't like the idea of robbing people's time by creating content just for the sake of stealing people's attention. But I do think that if I do this right, there will be a small group of people that enjoy it, and I think it'll be a good way to share the stories behind my paintings and the process, and some of my lifestyle that some people will be inspired by. Anything you do, other people are going to be doing it better. It's hard to it's hard to compete if that's what you're after. There's always people doing things faster, better, and but I'm just going to live my life, and hopefully incorporating the artwork into some stories in video will resonate with some people, and my goal is to make a modest life income with the paintings, and I've proven to myself over the years that it is possible. But now's the time to put that effort in, and we'll see where it goes.
nature.